And really, in the beginning, it's really not rocket science. When you're starting out, there's some fundamentals, and we're seeing that 50% of digital projects don't have a business case. If you don't have a business case, if you don't understand the objective of what you're trying to achieve, how can you start to measure that? Even 25% of projects don't have KPIs. So what was your expectation of what was going to happen on the back of that? If you haven't done that prep work there and then don't see any results, well, don't be surprised, because you didn't really put any effort then into kind of delivering an objective for that to happen. So if there's no objective, it doesn't matter whether it's successful or not, because you haven't given it an objective to match against. So we really have to make sure that we've thought through what it is that the outcome that we're expecting is, and how we're going to think about measuring that. So there's 4 things to remember when you're starting to define digital transformation metrics. So one, as we said, state the ambition. So specific outcomes and expectations. What are you expecting to see from that project? What's the outcome? And they need to be linked to that ultimate objective of kind of what's the purpose within the wider context of the business. What is the purpose of doing this? And this will make it easier for others to realize that they need to be thinking in terms of better KPIs, that you need to be thinking of better KPIs, that again, those legacy metrics might not be relevant within the project that you're talking about, or the transformational thing. So when we talk in terms of general transformation, it's very important that your KPIs are common to all departments that are involved in this process, that are involved in the initiative, and that they've been shared, they've been agreed by departmental heads, that everyone's on the same page about what it is you're measuring, why you're measuring it, how you're measuring that. Because we'll see quite large inconsistencies between different departments sometimes within businesses about the metrics they use, but also how they are then applied. Make sure that we're thinking in terms of things that are quantifiable, actionable. Try not to fall into this trap of vanity metrics that don't teach you anything. Really make sure that the key metrics that we're following here have some value in that I can do something with it. And most companies don't lack data. They've got lots of data. What they lack is insight. What they lack is that, what am I going to do next? What does that mean? How do I make that next step? Include your stakeholders as early as possible. Recognize that everyone has a slightly different agenda, a slightly different viewpoint on stuff. Start that conversation early, because you will need to vary the understanding, But there's quite a lot of biases in our own minds around kind of our understanding of a problem or our understanding of a metric. And we tend to overstate our understanding of things, and make sure that people are genuinely on the same page, genuinely understand what it is we're trying to achieve, and how we're going to measure that is really, really important.